What was meant to be a quiet new beginning is quickly turning into a very public problem. According to furious locals, Prince William is now facing growing backlash over a sweeping security lockdown imposed around his family's new home in Windsor, a move some residents say has changed their lives overnight. At the center of the storm is Forest Lodge, the 328-year-old Georgian mansion where William and Catherine, Princess of Wales, recently moved with their 3 children. The couple reportedly see it as their forever home, even after they become king and queen. But what surrounds the property has sparked outrage. A 6-mile ring of steel has been erected around the estate, complete with fencing, CCTV cameras, and stark no-entry signs. Large sections of Windsor Great Park, land locals have walked, ridden and enjoyed for decades, are now off-limits. And neighbors say they were never warned. Several residents told reporters they felt ambushed by the sudden restrictions, with one dog walker saying access gates are useless because there's nowhere left to park. Others described being absolutely gutted after losing routes they've used for 20 years. "We understand they need privacy," one local said, "but this feels excessive." Adding to the frustration, people who previously paid a £60 annual fee for special park access say the new cordon has rendered that pointless. One neighbor went further, saying it would have been decent to receive at least an apology, even a bottle of wine, for the disruption. And it's not just walkers. Horse riders have quietly complained their galloping routes have been restricted, though many are said to be reluctant to protest formally because they rely on Crown Estate permissions to ride there at all. The irony? The Wales family's previous home, Adelaide Cottage, just 3 miles away, required no such security overhaul. This escalation, sources say, is tied to the children's ages and heightened threat assessments. The Home Office formally redesignated the area as a criminal exclusion zone under anti-organized crime legislation, meaning trespass is now an arrestable offense. No public consultation was held. The Home Office later confirmed that no formal consultation was required due to sensitivities, and the fact the land is Crown-owned, a statement that has only inflamed local resentment. While one Conservative MP defended the measures as proportionate and necessary, many residents say communication has been non-existent. According to those most affected, there have been zero efforts from the palace to reach out or mitigate the fallout. Palace sources, however, strongly dispute claims of unrest. One insider insisted there is no factual basis for describing the situation as a backlash, saying complaints have been minimal and that the prince and princess have not been taken aback. Still, the optics are uncomfortable, especially when locals point out that just 2.5 miles away sits Royal Lodge, the former forever home of Prince Andrew, now being forced out following his spectacular downfall. Forest Lodge itself was once controversially requested by Sarah Ferguson, a move famously vetoed years ago. Now, history appears to be repeating, but with fences instead of family disputes. Windsor Great Park has survived centuries of royal occupation, from Charles II to George III. Yet residents argue it has never felt this inaccessible. Whether the anger fades or grows remains to be seen. But for a couple carefully cultivating an image of relatability and community, this security clampdown may prove harder to fence off than expected. Because sometimes, the biggest royal controversies aren't about scandal. They're about who gets locked out, and who never got a say.